They follow me around, they cover people in law enforcement, they keep cutting up my clothes. These are terrorists, these are killers and murderers. You type in the search box cops slashing tires on democracynow.org. Democracynow.org, type in the search box cops slashing tires. Dated August 11, 2016. Shows you that these terrorists cover up people in law enforcement, they sabotage people's cars. And what they do, look here. It's at this fix here. See that they did that. They cut some new holes here. They cut new holes here. You see that they cut a hole here? See that? See, these are terrorists. These are killers and murderers. These are cover-up people in law enforcement. That's why people keep calling them terrorists. You see this here? Terrorist means to terrorize. And these people are terrorists. That's right. These people are terrorists. Cover-up people in law enforcement are terrorists. Terrorist means to terrorize. And that's what they are. These are cover-up people in law enforcement. These are terrorists, killers, and murderers. And these terrorists, they keep attacking me behind my back. They don't do it in front of my face. They do it behind my back. When the terrorists had assaulted me, as I made a video of my assault, they had taken down the cameras off the building. So when I came out the hospital to get the video, the terrorists, the corrupt people in law enforcement, had taken it down. So I have no evidence. At least they thought I had no evidence because they was captured in another recording device that they didn't know about. Again, these are terrorists. These are killers and murderers. And as I go try to hire lawyers to sue them for brutally assaulting me, attacking me, and putting me in the hospital, the terrorists, cover people in law enforcement, have told all lawyers not to take my case. These are terrorists, these are killers, these are murderers. Now, these terrorists make people homeless, they get people fired from their job. Colin Kaepernick, Eric Reed, football players protesting police brutality. According to the court case, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General, these terrorists cover people in law enforcement, make people homeless, and get them fired from their jobs. You could just Google Steve Talley, Talley, made homeless, lost his job. Colin Kaepernick, Eric Reed. You could Google those names too. Football players protesting police brutality. You see, these terrorists, according to the court case, that make people homeless and get them fired from their jobs. They've done it to me. Let me say it again. These terrorists have done it to me. These are terrorists. These people are a danger to society. They are a danger. And the only thing that they do, they keep cutting up my clothes. They keep interfering with my job, me dating and starting a new family. These are terrorists. These are killers. These are murderers. And these terrorists that terrorize me every day. Now, don't take my word for it. You could talk to my ministers. You talk to my ministers at the Kingdom Hall. It's located on National Street and 42nd Avenue in Queens. National Street and 42nd Avenue. They can tell you I'm being terrorized by terrorists. These are killers. These are murderers. They have no right to interfere with my religion. They have no right to stop me from dating and starting a family. They have no right to force me to become a killer and murderer by sabotaging my car, bring harm to myself, bring harm to others. They have no right to do these things. That's why, according to the court case, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General, these terrorists have paid a fine for their terrorism. Now, you see this here? That's what the terrorists have done, cover people in law enforcement. So, according to the court case, these are cover people in law enforcement and they're thugs. Let's say it again. These are cover people in law enforcement and they're thugs. Look at this here. See that? They keep cutting up my pants. I gotta keep paying to fix it. They keep cutting it up. I gotta keep paying to fix it. They keep cutting up. I gotta keep paying to fix it. These are terrorists. These are killers. These are murderers. Don't let them fool you. They're terrorizing me every day. And not only do they keep terrorizing me, but they keep erasing the evidence. These terrorists would erase the evidence. Give me a second, I'm check out the rest of these here. Now, since these two are the same color, these terrorists will cut up something because these two are the same color. The terrorists don't want me to have the same pants, the same color. So every time I go to a store to buy new pants because they keep cutting up my clothes, the terrorists will contact the store and tell the store, make sure that you don't have these pants in my size, two of the same color. So black, white, green, whatever color. Yeah, make sure it's two in the same size. It's not there. Now, I've gone to different stores, tried to buy the same size pants in the same color, but I could only find one or none. Because these are terrorists. These are corrupt people, law enforcement. Okay, corrupt people, law enforcement. These are killers and murderers. Okay, don't let them fool you. Again, you could go to the Kingdom Hall, 42nd Avenue and National Street in Queens. You talk to my ministers. We meet on Monday nights and Saturdays at 10 o'clock. Monday nights at 7:30, Saturdays at 10 o'clock. These people are terrorists. They're killers and they're murderers and they follow me every day. No right to interfere with my religion, interfere with me dating, starting a new family, interfere with me finding a place to live. They have no right to try to get me to kill people, become an alcoholic, become a murderer, become a rapist, to do anything horrible. They have no right to force me into this disgusting, filthy lifestyle. These are terrorists and very dangerous people. But since I do attend Bible class, you can ask anybody from the Kingdom Hall what's going to happen to the bad people. They'd be more than happy to tell you what's going to happen to wicked people. So I'm making a video about the terrorists attacking me. I'm not making a video about the Bible. Just the terrorists attacking me. But you can ask in your spare time what's going to happen to the wicked people. So, you see what the terrorists done here? And since there's two of the same color, they're going to do something to make a distinction between these two. They're going to do something to make a distinction. Because these are terrorists. Are being followed by terrorists, killers, and murderers. They're going to do something because they always do that. Let me go back to this one. Alright. So the distinction here between these two, look, because this one has a belt and this one don't have a belt. Because the terrorists, this is what they would do. This here is supposed to click. This here is supposed to click. Let's see what, push this in here. Pushing all the way down. All the way down, pushing it. See, and it doesn't click. Because the terrorists see this here? You can see that it's not straight. Because the terrorists have done something to it. See this here? Terrorists keep ripping up my clothes. That's what they keep doing here. The terrorists keep ripping up my clothes. That's what they keep doing. Again, these are terrorists. These are killers. These are murderers. And they're going to do something to make a distinction between these two clothes here. Because these are the same colors, and the terrorists don't want me to have the same color clothes. The same color clothes, the same style. They do not want me to have the same color clothes. These two are the same color, the same style. Pocket on the side here. Pocket on the side here. Again, these are terrorists, these are killers, these are murderers. Cover people in law enforcement. Don't take my word for it. You can talk to my ministers at the Kingdom Hall, 42nd Avenue in Queens and National Street. Look what the terrorists done here. Cover people in law enforcement. They made a distinction. See that? Look at that there. These terrorists are always cutting up my clothes. Always. So you have one here, looking at one, and one here. See that? One here, and one there. That's what the terrorists have done. Let's check this one out here. See, the terrorists have done this here. Cover people in law enforcement. Oh, so like according to the court case, it's cover people in law enforcement and they're thugs. It's cover people in law enforcement and they're thugs. They break into people's homes and they break into people's businesses. So you might think Colin Kaepernick, he was fired according to the court case, but you might not think of this. Johnny Cochran, the one that freed O.J. Simpson for killing those two people, right? He was found not guilty. So the lawyer that freed them, his name is Johnny Cochran. And according to the court case, these terrorists, cover people in law enforcement, they use their thugs to break into people's homes. So if they break into people's homes, what are they doing? Did they cover people in law enforcement, tell them to put things in Johnny Cochran food and drink? They make them sick. They get cancer and drop dead. So what's your opinion? Why did Johnny Cochran all of a sudden drop dead? Will I drop dead? Because I eat food and drink tea too? Will I too drop dead? Like Johnny Cochran? These people are terrorists. They are killers. These people are a danger to society. These people are a danger. They follow me around. They send their thugs to follow me around. They send their thugs to crash into me on purpose. They keep hitting points to my license. They slow me down in traffic on the job. They crash into me on the job. These people are terrorists. They're killers. They're murderers. And when I contact law enforcement to tell them, hey, this is what's happening, nobody is helping me out. Nobody. Nobody's helping me out. Are there any good people in law enforcement left? Or are they all terrorists? Look at this here. Are there any good people in law enforcement left? Or are they all terrorists? Are they all killers? Are they all murderers? Because nobody has been helping me out for years upon years upon years. Again, don't take my word for it. Ask my ministers. You go to the Kingdom Hall in Queens, New York. Queens, New York, go to the Kingdom Hall. 42nd Avenue and National Street, Mondays at 7:30 p.m., Saturdays at 10 o'clock a.m. These are killers and murderers. Killers and murderers. Cover up people in law enforcement. These are killers and murderers. They have no right to interfere with me dating, starting a family, interfere with my religion, find a place to live. They have no right to get me fired, job after job after job. They have no right to try to get me to kill people. They have no right to try to get me to become an alcoholic. They have no right to push me to do bad things. Okay? These are terrorists. These are killers. These are murderers. And I would stake my life on that. Killers and murderers, that's who they are. Don't let them fool you. They're terrorists, corrupt people in law enforcement, and they're thugs that they use. They are also terrorists. Leave a comment, like, share, support, subscribe.